everyone, my name is Alana. I'm one of the original founders of the Summer STEM Week, and I'm here with you to congratulate you on finishing your first virtual Summer STEM Week. And I'm going to be doing the most delicious activity as a celebration. We're going to make some mug cakes. It should only take about 15 minutes, probably even less if you're just making it at your home, but as we work through. So I'm going to tell you, start off, everything that you're going to need to get together to do this activity. So first off, you're going to need some water. You're also going to need a mug, of course. You're going to need a tablespoon measuring. Make sure it says TBSP on it. Don't confuse it with a teaspoon, which would say TSP. You're also going to need a spoon to mix, and of course, a fork to eat. You're going to need some scissors to cut open these packages that we have. And what we're going to be using as the actual cake are these Betty Crocker rainbow chip cake mixes. So you're going to have these and the topping both in your kit to be with you. Make sure to note if you're using these that if you have allergies, there is wheat, milk, egg, and soy ingredients in this packet. So if you're allergic to any of those, make sure not to use this. But if you're making a mug cake at home and you don't have this mix, there are plenty of mug cake recipes that you can just make from scratch. I've got my own book of mug cakes with 100 different recipes, different styles of mug cakes. If you're gonna make one on your own and you wanna make a yellow cake similar to this, then what you're gonna need are 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 6 tablespoons of flour, and a little bit of salt. So hopefully you have all of these just at your home in your kitchen. If not, then I'm sure there are plenty of other recipes that maybe you can find with stuff already in your kitchen. As for a topping, if you want to make this at home with these cakes, it comes with our own topping. But if you want to be making your own one, whipped cream is always super easy and simple if you've got that at home. If you want to make your own vanilla frosting, you can use 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, a pinch of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, a teaspoon of heavy cream, and a 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar. So those are just some simple recipes if you want to make this at home from scratch. You can also look up online plenty of recipes if you'd like to as well. Alright, so let's get started. If you are using these mug treats, you're going to take your package, use your scissors just to cut it open, and we're just going to put this directly right into your mug. Be careful not to spill out anywhere. Alright, super easy. And now we're going to take our tablespoon, again make sure it says TBSP, and we're going to use our water. You can get it from the tap or a bottle of water or whatever you got. I just put it in here to make it easy. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of water. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now you're going to take your spoon to mix it together. You want to make sure to mix it really well, so you'll probably be mixing for about 30 seconds. You want to make sure that there's no powder on the sides, no dry powder, and you want to make sure you're scraping all the way at the bottom so that there's nothing hiding in there either. Once you're done, it'll probably look something like this. Nice and smooth, just like that. Alright, super easy. You can take your spoon out, and now we're just going to put it in our microwave, and it's going to go in for about a minute. I've always loved baking. I think I liked it even before I knew I liked chemistry, and it's interesting that baking really is just science and chemistry. I now have just finished my first year at college, and I majored in chemical engineering, and I've loved it. And in college, I've used these same mug treats as just snacks for my dorm room. And if you don't know what chemical engineering is, there's many different things that chemical engineers do. For example, they can work in the energy business, where maybe you're going to find new clean energy sources. They can work in pharmaceuticals, where they can help manufacture medicines and things like that to help people. There are also many different types of engineering that you can go into. Find whatever you like. For example, you can go into electrical or environmental or mechanical, where you get to use some hardware and build some hardware tools and electric tools. So there's so many fun things that you can do within engineering just to invent new things to help people. Perfect. Now if it's a little bit too hot, it's probably fine, but I've got myself a little pot mitten right here, just in case, to pull it out. It should look nice and dry on the top. If it's not dry like that, you can put it in for 10 more seconds, but I think mine's all set. And I'm just gonna leave it here on the counter to cool for about 2 minutes before we put any topping on it, so that it's not too hot. While we wait for your cakes to cool, I'd love to show you guys what I've been working on. Right here we have a real 3D printer working on something that I've made for all of you. Through the robotics team, I've learned 3D CAD and 3D printing, and this is something that I'm working on, a little gadget that will be in all of your kits. I've also been using these 3D printers to make masks like this one that will help the community and the team. You go on your face like this. 3D printing in CAD is just one of the many skills that you can learn on the team, like coding, using real hardware tools, and team spirit. You can do web design and anything that you really want. If you're interested in the team, make sure to reach out to anybody on the Andromeda One robotics team. Alright, now that our cake is cooled, we are ready to get frosting. So if you've got this kit with you, you're going to have this topping right here. There are many different ways that you can top it. If you want to be creative with it, then you can do what I'm going to do. If you want to just put all of the topping on and just have it however you want, spread it all around, you can do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm just going to cut a little corner off the top. So now there's just a little hole in the corner, and now it's kind of like your own piping tip. So you can see the frosting's ready to come out, and you can do any design you want. I'm going to make myself a little smiley face. I'm pretty happy with that. I've also got a lot of topping left over though, so maybe if I get through to the bottom I want to add another smiley face, I can do that, whatever you like. So now I'm going to use my handy dandy eating fork and get to eating this. So I hope you guys liked it, I hope you enjoyed this activity, and I hope that you are going to enjoy this cake as much as I will. Oh yeah.